So Arsenal 0, Liverpool dos. Same old, same old. Irrelevant runs of form and results that ultimately lead to nada. Exactly that. They're irrelevant runs of form and results that lead to nothing. And do you know what? Tonight, I'm not even angry. I genuinely ain't angry. We see a performance in that first 2 minutes where Liverpool came out like, yo, we're on it. No Mohamed Salah, no Firmino. They had Diaz, they had Mane, they had Jota. But do you know how they're going to play? And for the first 2 minutes, I'm thinking, oh my days, this could be a cricket score. Ramsdale makes a great save, corner after corner after corner. But we got the ball down to Saka a couple of times. And listen, Saka was poor tonight. But before we get into this properly, big up to everyone who watched the watch along, yeah? Thank you very much to everyone who watched the watch along. I started like half an hour late because I was stuck in traffic coming back from Estepona. So big up to everyone who joined in, donated, liked the ting, shared the ting, etc., etc. Big up to everyone who's checked the fan cams out. Yeah, if you haven't, go back and check them out. Go and check Matt's fan cam, Jez, Kenny, etc., etc. And we've got player ratings coming as well. But it's like, Saka tonight. I just want to touch on Saka tonight. Yeah, he was shocking in that first half. He was our worst player by a country mile. How he came back out in that second half is mad. Because at that point you go, yo, you're not on it tonight. Yeah, but I don't necessarily blame him because every time he did get the ball, either his touch was poor, which is his fault, or Odegaard didn't bomb forward. Nobody was in the box. Laka weren't in the box. Yeah, Laka showed glimpses of like really wanting it at times. Like there was a bit of play where he chested it, brought it down, skipped past a player, lost the ball, but then chased the keeper down. But overall, boy, Saka and Laka were poor tonight. Yeah, Lacazette should have scored when the back pass went back to him. He then tees up Odegaard, who you lot have been gassing up for, well, what, 13, 15 months, whatever it may be. And yeah, drop a shoulder, everyone goes south, and you tap it in. Instead, he hits it straight at Alisson. It's now a corner, which we don't really score off of. The only player that could walk off the pitch tonight and say, yo, I'm actually really good, is Gabriel Martinelli. That guy had Trent Alexander-Arnold in a spliff. That guy was saucing and balling and oozing tonight. Yeah, nutmegging Henderson, had Trent on strings. Yeah, the guy was offside a few times, whatever. Very nearly scored a great goal to get us back in the game in the 88th minute. But listen, Thomas Partey played all right for about 70 minutes. After that, he faded. Aaron Ramsdale tonight. The guy's been poor for a couple of weeks, and he's been getting away with it because we ain't been playing against an elite team. Remember the Watford game where he passed them in a couple of times? Tonight, you want to do stupidness? You're going to get punished. And tonight he did stupidness. Spaghetti hands. Literally spaghetti hands. Look at my spaghetti hands. But the second goal, boy. You could just make a clown music tune over the top of it. It was pathetic. Absolutely shambolic. And the saddest thing for me is, like I said, I'm not even angry because Liverpool were in third gear at best, right? But we had an opportunity with Odegaard, with Lacazette just before he set Odegaard up. We had an opportunity where we took a quick free kick and Lacazette weren't even switched on. Like, come on, elite striker, 50-odd million quid striker, yeah? The talismanic figure up. Oh, he's got work rate. Where was his work rate to be switched on? As soon as we got that free kick, he switched off. And it's like, come on, man. Nicola Pepe gets 17 minutes. Why? Liverpool didn't even try. We should have seen the warning shot when Mane scored the first goal that was offside. We should have took that chance with Odegaard. And the fact that Odegaard got subbed tonight, there may be all of you little kids and virgins that come in my chat and go, oh, you're in the mud. What are you saying about Odegaard now? Yeah. Well, this was the litmus test. This was the acid test. This was the test for Odegaard. Yeah, and that's what he's saying. As much as I hate Mesut Ozil, Ozil scores that. Yeah, Ozil drops a shoulder and says Alisson's sliding back to Portuguese league. Yeah, and taps it in. Gibraltar guard, sorry, mate, you were good for 20 minutes. As soon as he underhit that pass to Bukayo Saka, after that he did nada. Yeah, and it's mad because, you know, a lot of our fans and a lot of you guys that come in my chat and start running your gums to me and you're this and your ball knowledge is this and that, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. The fact and reality is I'm just realistic with it. Yeah. And yes, we've got points on the board. Yes, we're sat fourth. So we've got the fourth spot and we've got points on the board and we've got the games in hand. But I've been telling you lot for weeks, the games in hand are Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham. Liverpool at home, 0 points. Chelsea away, Tottenham away. We ain't beaten Tottenham away for 8 years. Yes, we beat Chelsea away last season, but are we going to beat them this season? No, let's be real. We ain't beating them. The best we can hope for is a draw in both of them games, which puts us, 3 points ahead of Man United. We still got to play Man United. It puts us, I don't know, 5 ahead of Tottenham. Well, if Tottenham beat us, they're then 2 behind us. Then it comes down to games against Villa, Brighton, Palace, Newcastle, Everton, Leeds, teams like this. And this is what I'm saying. Stop getting carried away. Because I've seen a lot of our fans getting carried away with, oh, we've already made full spot. Oh, yeah, you're in the mud. Oh, what you saying? Yeah, you need to eat your words. No, it ain't about that. I don't care if we come fourth or not, because at the end of the day, we ain't won the title. But the fact and reality is, yeah, we've, as a fan base, not me, but we as a fan base have laughed and mocked Tottenham and Man United all season. And at the end of that Tottenham and Chelsea games in hand, they might be 1 point and level points with us. And we've had 1 game a week. Man United got knocked out of Champions League last night. Oh, by the way, I predicted a 1-0 Atleti, but my ball knowledge is in the mud, apparently, according to everyone in Terry's show. I also said that Villarreal would absolutely dissect Juve, but my ball knowledge is in the mud. It's in the mud. Maybe we should have kept Unai. Who knows? But listen, it weren't a great performance tonight. It was great in the first half in terms of we kept them to nothing. We kept them to no shots, really, apart from the first couple of minutes where they had the corner. Mane had a chance where he shanked it over the bar. Gabriel, great recovery. But they then come out second half. We're coming out second half, and you're thinking, yo, kick on. Yeah. And I said this in the shows that I've done. I've said this in the recordings that I've done, that, yo, let's actually attack the game and smell the attack. The same as you smell the danger. Tonight, we're attacking and Saka's got the ball and he's got 4 players. Odegaard's dropping back. Laka's not even in the box. You can't see any Arsenal player in the picture. Why? You know, and it's like, then when you do get the chance with Laka, you're like, okay, cool, now bury it. You ain't buried it. If that's Aguero, if that's Kane, if that's Benzema, Lewandowski, if that's Salah, if that's Mane, if that's even Ronaldo, you know, Lukaku, they're burying that. And if they ain't burying it, the player they hold it up and square it to, which Laka did well after he realised he couldn't bury it. And I was at the game where he rounded and came back and then squared it and put it in the back of the net. I think it was the 3-3. I was at that game. Yeah. I was at that game where he went and Alisson came out and he curled it in. I was at the game, but he's on the opposite side now. So it's now on his left foot. He's uncomfortable. So now he squares it. If that gets squared to Mahrez, yeah, if that gets squared to Firmino or Jota, yeah, if that gets squared to De Bruyne, if that gets squared to, I don't know, Son, that gets squared to anyone with any ability, that's in the back of the net. Tonight, Gibraltar guard, for as good as he was last game, you were shocking tonight. And this is why I get the And people go, oh, but it was a valiant performance. They only had 3 shots on target. Oh, we had 2. Oh, we only lost 2-0. Guess what? Losing is losing. Doesn't matter whether it's by an inch or a mile, mate. We lost the game. And we lost the game again through being useless when it matters in the peak moments. And big matches deserve big players to step up in the big moments to decide the matches. And tonight, we didn't have a big player to step up. The only player that can walk off of that pitch tonight and hold his chin and his chest up high and say, yo, I'm good enough for Liverpool is Gabriel Martinelli. Thomas Partey played pretty well, to be fair. Kieran Tierney done all right, pocketed Diaz for most of the game. Other than that, I thought we were pretty poor all over the park. But what do I know? I'm negative. And on that bombshell, I'll take her out.